Oh, hey. Can't sleep? Yeah, me neither. I was just gonna grab a drink. I usually get milk if I'm tired, but, you know, not tired enough. You want some? Perfect, okay. Here. Alright, here you go. What am I looking at? Oh, it's kinda dumb. I was just looking at the lore of the killers from DBD. I was just, I don't know, like interested in their backstories and stuff. I'd never really looked into it before. I can read it to you if you want, if that'd help you relax. Oh, okay, cool. Alright, well here. There. Alright. The Trapper. The Trapper. Armed with a bag of bear traps, the Trapper specializes in catching unsuspecting survivors. By placing traps in high-traffic areas and thick patches of grass, he creates a deadly area that forces survivors to move with caution. When dealing with the Trapper, a simple misstep can prove fatal. Interesting, right? I've been playing a little bit more of him lately. He's fun. He's not quite as interesting by comparison to the newer killers and stuff, of course. I mean, he's the face of the game, he's the oldest one, but I think he's fun. Alright, anyway. The Wraith. Using his wailing bell to render himself invisible, the Wraith tracks his prey and strikes with little warning. Upon hearing the bell's fateful chime, survivors must think fast or suffer the consequences. A hit-and-run specialist, the Wraith is adept at keeping everybody injured. I haven't really played Wraith yet, but I've been interested in some of the other Slipknot cosmetics. I've got Corey's mask for the Trapper. I've got the Mystery Member's mask for Doctor, and then I've got Clown's mask for Clown. But Mick's mask is for the Wraith, and hey, I mean, I don't know. I'll play him, and if I like him, maybe I'll get the mask for him too. Anyway. The Hillbilly. The sound of a revving motor, followed by a bloodthirsty scream of rage. The Hillbilly isn't exactly subtle, but he makes up for it in brutal efficiency. Capable of traversing great distances at a rapid pace, those in his path will be rudely introduced to the 100 gnashing chainsaw blades. I played a little bit of Hillbilly. I actually like him a lot. He's strong. He is. That chainsaw is a monster. Okay. The Nurse. Using her blink ability, the Nurse can teleport great distances in moments, predicting and cutting off survivor routes. A powerful process best honed by experience, careless blinks are punished with a wave of fatigue. The epitome of high risk, high reward, the Nurse can end chases with surgical precision. Precision. I actually haven't played Nurse before, but I'm sure I'd like her. Oh, the first DLC. Michael Myers, The Shape. The Shape lurks in the distance, patiently biding his time. His evil builds while stalking survivors, fueling him with malevolent power. As the trial progresses, the Shape evolves from a quiet menace to an unstoppable juggernaut, capable of shredding through even the most resilient teams. I played a little bit of Michael. He is cool. I love seeing the clips of him where people just turn around and he's standing there and they had no idea. He's cool. Okay. The Hag. The Hag specializes in creating a dangerous web of phantasm traps to be triggered by unsuspecting survivors. She can instantly teleport to a triggered trap, striking the survivor that sprung it. Lock down key areas, make rescues a deadly gamble, and end chases quickly with strategic phantasm trap placement. I actually haven't played the Hag either. I haven't played the Nurse or the Hag, ironically enough, but I should. The Doctor. Even the simplest tasks become exceedingly difficult in the clutches of madness. The Doctor's disturbing methods drive survivors deep into insanity, filling the air with their deranged screams and revealing their locations. Nothing stops a window vault in its tracks like a healthy dose of shock therapy. I just recently started playing Doctor, and he is really cool. I have an aura build around him, and him also having abilities that let survivors scream and just being able to see where they are. He's like John Wallhacks. Yeah. Anyway. The Huntress. Armed with throwable hatchets, the Huntress is a constant threat to survivors, even those at a great distance. With patience and precision, chases can end as quickly as they begin. Predict survivor movements and let your hatchet fly. There's nothing quite like the rewarding sound of a target struck. The first game I ever played with her, I got a 4-banger. I had not played her before either. I know, I'm like a big Pyramid Head one-trick, but I've been trying to, spread my wings, have some variety, and Huntress was cool. I like her. Okay. The Cannibal. Ooh, Leatherface. Leatherface knows a thing or two about chainsaw massacres. Nice. Any survivor in his path will be instantly cut down, and his presence alone is enough to instill sheer panic. Capable of hitting multiple targets with a single swing, Leatherface is an unstoppable force with an insatiable appetite. I don't have Leatherface, but he looks cool, so I'd probably try him. Alright. Ooh, the Nightmare, Freddy Krueger. Over time, the Nightmare forces survivors into the dream world. Once inside, survivors will quickly realize the absence of a terror radius, with the ability to slow survivors with dream snares, deceive with fake dream palettes, and pressure the map by teleporting directly to generators. The Nightmare lives up to his name. I don't have him either, but he seems fun. Ooh, Amanda Young, the pig, like from Saw. Creep up and ambush survivors with the pig, the stealthy successor to the legendary Jigsaw. But simply hooking them isn't enough. Survivors can first be punished with a reverse bear trap, which they must race to remove at Jigsaw boxes across the map. Suddenly, repairing generators isn't quite so pressing. I don't have her either. I'm realizing that I actually don't have a lot of killers that might be really fun. I need to up my arsenal. Ooh, Clown. I had just started playing Clown recently, and I like him. And yes, it is because I bought the Slipknot mask. That is why I started playing him and Trapper and Doctor, whatever. Bite me.
Using his after-peace concoctions, the clown can steer survivors into dangerous areas and shorten chases. His purple bottle emits a cloud of noxious gas that disorients, slows down, and hinders survivors. Throwing the yellow bottle requires foresight, as anyone who passes through the gas experiences a speed burst. So, you use the yellow bottle for yourself, right? Speed you up. Use the purple bottle on the survivors to slow them down and make them cough. I use an add-on that lets me see their aura too, so I can see them through walls. I can track them better where they're going. He's fun. I like Clown. Another one I don't have. The Spirit. While using her haunting power, both the Spirit and survivors cannot be seen by one another. Instead, survivors are revealing by their scratch marks, breathing, and interactions with the environment. Each chase becomes a battle of wits, a duel where only the sharpest mind games prevail. Cool. Oh, now here's somebody I've played plenty, the Legion, which consists of 4 people. Well, sort of. Long story. Frank, Julie, Susie, and Joey. The Legion are a close-knit group of murderous killers, linked by the desire to dole out pain in equal measure. Keep the injuries coming with feral frenzy, a high-intensity sprint that can set off a devastating chain reaction. Survivors will be constantly tending to their wounds, leaving them vulnerable to be picked off one by one. He's cool. I like him. The Plague. Traditional healing methods are ineffective against the plague's vile purge, which can infect generators and survivors. Pools of devastation are the only respite from the spreading pestilence. The more survivors heal, the stronger the plague's power becomes, transforming her purge into a sickening projectile of pain. She's pretty fucking cool. Ooh, classic. My goat. Well, Pyramid Head's my goat, but you know what I mean. Ghost Face. A stealth killer capable of approaching unseen. The Ghost-Faced is adept at stalking his prey. Keep tabs on each individual survivor, potentially marking them for death, providing you can remain hidden. Lie in wait until the perfect time to strike, and down survivors before they know what hit them. I like him. I dressed up as him for Halloween the other year. The Dead by Daylight specific one where he's black and red and he's got the little devil version mask. It's really cool. Okay, this is another one that I actually don't have. The Demogorgon from Stranger Things. The Demogorgon is an unidentified killer, able to open multiple portals and traverse between them to cover large distances. Using its power of the abyss, it can detect any survivors within a close proximity to the portals, then unleash a leaping attack to inflict damage from a distance. He's pretty cool. The Oni, I like him. So, the Oni. Redefine wrath with the Oni, a truly formidable force. Injured survivors leave a trail of blood orbs, fueling the Oni's rage and sending him into a state of fury. Upon unleashing a blood-curdling roar, the Oni gains the ability to charge with vengeful purpose, instantly cutting down anyone in his way. He really does just feel like playing a tank character. He's so cool. Ooh, the Death Slinger. This is my friend's favorite. Upon catching prey unaware, the Death Slinger uses his handmade gun, the Redeemer, to skewer fleeing survivors with a long-distance harpoon. Accurate aim, patient tracking, and sharp predictions are crucial to landing successful shots, but the reward of a survivor's scream as they're reeled in will never sound.
So sweet. Oh, yes, it's my goat. Daddy Pyramid Head, Ward, the Executioner. Merciless and unforgiving, the Executioner brings his own form of twisted justice to the fog, tormenting survivors with hazards around the map. Hooks are an effective tool, but nothing punishes quite like the Cage of Torment. All hope will swiftly fade the moment Pyramid Head raises his mighty blade to deliver the final judgment. I love Pyramid Head. I am so unbelievably good at that killer. He's my favorite. And he's hot. Okay, the Blight. This guy is cool and really gross and creepy. The Blight. Capable of gaining ground on survivors in mere moments, the Blight's lethal efficiency must never be underestimated. With the ability to bounce off of surfaces and realign his trajectory, his relentless presence forces survivors into snap decisions. The leaning curve may feel steep, but mastering the Blight is a worthwhile pursuit. The Blight is really cool, and he looks so gross. I love his design. The Twins. Here's one that I've never played, but I am very curious. Charlotte can unleash her conjoined twin brother Victor, falling dormant until he's finished hunting. Victor moves at high speeds and strikes with a pounce attack that debilitates and injures. Down survivors with Victor and hook them with Charlotte, an oppressive tandem that can quickly disrupt even the best laid plans. Nasty. The Trickster. Armed with an arsenal of throwing knives, the Trickster overwhelms fleeing survivors with a relentless barrage of blades. Seemingly safe actions like vaulting windows and dropping pallets turn into target practice for this twisted K-pop idol, whose stylish showmanship is rivaled only by his gleeful bloodlust. He's cute. Ooh, Nemesis T-type. The Nemesis. You know, from, like, Resident Evil 3. Right, anyway. An unstoppable force, relentless in his pursuit, nothing can stop the Nemesis from achieving his goal. His sweeping tentacle infects survivors with the T-virus, further enhancing his destructive power in the process. Easily smash through pallets and breakable walls while 2 AI-controlled zombies patrol the map, applying additional pressure. He is really cool. I love that he has the little zombie helpers. It is so fun. Oh, the Cenobite. I don't think he's even in the game anymore. I have never seen him, but he was in there for like a little while. Alright. The Cenobite, also known as Pinhead, specializes in inflicting map-wide suffering. Survivors must find the lament configuration lest a chain hunt begin, debilitating their movement with a relentless barrage of otherworldly shackles. The Cenobite can also summon a chain to bind survivors, allowing him to gain ground and inflict punishment. I've never played him, and I don't think he's even in the game anymore. I don't know if that was like temporary, but I remember him being in there for a little while, and then he got taken out for some reason. I'm not really sure why. Okay, ooh, the Artist. She's got such a cool skin. She's got a Junji Ito skin that is really cool. And then the Belay Brothers just had one that came out, and the skin for the Artist is really cool. It's a great design. No matter the distance, the Artist and her murder of dire crows pose a constant threat to survivors. Position up to 3 crows and unleash them on a lethal trajectory, swarming and injuring anyone caught in their path. Use her power to shut down key areas, predict and punish survivor pathing, and gain valuable map-wide information. She is very cool. Ooh, a classic. Sadako from The Ring. The Onryo. survivors to death through a powerful cursed videotape, Sadako's wrath is inevitable. Her presence conjures several televisions through which she can teleport and emerge with malevolent purpose. The fleeting glimpse of her approach ensures that a chilling fate is not far behind. I don't have her. The Dredge. A twisted abomination, too disturbing to bear, the Dredge's malevolence is palpable. All light slowly drains in its presence, surrounding survivors in darkness. Using lockers as map-wide gateways, it can emerge at any moment, seemingly everywhere at once. He is really freaky and really cool and has some really kick-ass skins. If I'm not mistaken, I think that the Dredge has the main, like, Iron Maiden skin that looks really, really cool. Ooh, Wesker, the mastermind. A visionary as brilliant as he is ruthless, Albert Wesker's strategic mind is unrivaled. While some plans require intellect, others call for brute force. Rush forward to see survivors in your grasp and give them a gift of Ouroboros, a necessary step on the path to evolution. Wesker's, dash ability is insanely cracked. It is so satisfying to line that pathing up right and just grab a survivor and just slam them against a wall and throw them over your shoulder and put them on a hook. It's so fun. Ooh, this is one that I just recently started playing. The Knight. The Knight. A nightmare to behold, with longsword in hand. Many have fallen to the knight's unyielding fury. His guards, the jailer, the assassin, and the carnifex obey his commands with unwavering loyalty. Use them to patrol routes, deal with obstacles, and steer survivors directly into your blade's path. He is so cool. I love the Knight. After I learned how to properly place the guards, free game, never lose. Okay, this is another one that I don't have. The Skull Merchant. A cunning and ruthless hunter, the Skull Merchant strives to be the ultimate apex predator. Using her gruesome drones to track survivors, she specializes in creating a deadly web of surveillance. Many have fallen prey to her dark innovations, their bones later repurposed into her next invention. Oh, so wait, does she, use the skulls of... Do they mean that literally? Like, she uses the bones of people to make things? That's really cool. Ooh, okay. The Singularity. It's like a weird, bio-android thing. A potential catalyst of humanity's extinction, or so it's been called. The Singularity is intelligent beyond measure and entirely void of morality. Its spread is inevitable, with the ability to materialize across the map through a network of organic biopods. Those that resist will only prolong their suffering. Oh, so he's like a bio-organic android thing. Oh, from one of my favorite franchises ever, The Alien. A perfect organism born of violence, designed to kill. The xenomorph is a relentless and cunning specimen. It stalks prey through subterranean tunnels, emerging without hesitation, striking with its razor-sharp tail and eliminating prey one by one. I love Alien. Well, okay, I made a mistake. So he's actually called the Xenomorph in the game, but for some reason I thought he'd be called the Alien. But no, he's actually called the Xenomorph in the game. Interesting. Okay. A slightly, I wouldn't even say he's new, but a newer-esque is an elusive killer, capable of deceiving survivors with his illusionary footfalls and deadly slice and dice. Charles Lee Ray, the infamous Lakeshore Strangler, was tracked down and shot after a murderous rampage. However, he escaped death by having his soul possess a good guy's doll named Chucky through a curse.
Mm-hmm.
This one is really freaky. The Unknown. If you hear a soft voice crying out for help in the woods, stay the hell away. The true nature of the unknown remains a mystery, barring one fatal certainty. To cross its path is to risk an unknowable fate.
The D&D killer, Vecna,
The Lich. So, the Whispered One, Lord of the Rotted Tower, the Master of Secrets. Few dare speak his true name, for fear that he might hear, or worse. A master of magic and calculated conqueror, the Arch-Lich Vecna is relentless in his pursuit for dominance. Can't say I've played him either. Yes, Dracula. The Dark Lord, and not just any Dracula too. This is the Castlevania Dracula. You should watch Castlevania on Netflix if you haven't seen it. It's such a good show.
So comes the very night incarnate, accursed and ravenous, for darkness is Dracula's domain, with the ability to transform into the vile denizens of the woods and conjure unnatural flames. All mortals shall succumb to the Dark Lord's vengeance.
He's so cool. Okay, this is a new DBD original that I haven't played myself. The Hound Master. So, cast adrift by a horrific tragedy, Portia arose from the blood with renewed purpose to inflict unspeakable pain on those who tore her family apart. With her loyal dog forever at her side, her insatiable lust for violence runs deeper than the darkest ocean trench. She looks really cool. I don't know if she's like a pirate or something. I don't think so, but it does say that she's from the Caribbean. She looks really cool. Okay, so we've got the last three now. Ken Kaneki, the Ghoul. Drawn into the fog, Ken Kaneki's ghoulish nature ran rampant, fueled by dark urges and insatiable hunger. If you see a black and scarlet eye blazing above a grotesque grin, it's already too late. I know this is gonna blow your mind, but I actually don't have Kaneki. And I know I love Tokyo Ghoul and I don't have him, I know. But I'll get him. I will. Okay. Oh, William Afton, the animatronic. Springtrap. A monstrosity of flesh and metal, Springtrap's blood-stained past is littered with the innocent dead. His horrifying innovations are a reminder that beneath the cruelty lies a brilliant inventor, whose creations brought laughter and screams to the same unfortunate audience. The fact that Five Nights at Freddy's isn't Dead by Daylight is so cool to me. I also don't have Springtrap, but I'll get him eventually. So, the last one is the Kraus, though she doesn't seem to have a file yet that is readable. I think she's way too new, because she came out very, very, very recently. But yeah, that was every killer. Pretty cool, right? Kinda nerdy, I know, kinda dumb. I don't know, I really like that game a lot. was very cool. I've been playing Trapper some, mainly because of Corey's mask, I'm not gonna lie. It looks really good on him.